What is up, guys? Welcome in and welcome back to Forza Motorsport. Welcome to the channel. I've done that in the wrong way. We are back in Forza Motorsport. It has been a while. We are in GT2 and for first time in a while we are not using the sequential shifter. That was a horrific start. Yes, we're in GT2s. We're in the BMW M8. Yes, M8. I never actually got around to getting the Aston Martin unlocked, so I was planning on trying to use that, but yeah, look, we've got normal Turn 1 Forza stuff happening. We're just gonna just, well, okay, steady. There we go. Radar full of peep. Yep, sure. Why not? Radar. Just. Can you just, please? Can you? Thank you. Right. Anyway, yes, we're back in Forza. If only for the fact that I've been for the last hour trying to find a race that I could do. I've really wanted to do a race room touring car race. I've wanted to do touring cars basically, but Forza is in its short race week thing, and I don't want to race touring cars for about 18 seconds. So, come on. Lovely. Right. Well, we just got absolutely mugged off that corner because that Corvette. Okay. Man, yeah, I don't have the nerves for Forza anymore like I did before. So yeah, just bear with me. There's a lot going on in my brain. I've been doing a lot of non-circuit stuff of late. WRC and, well, I've been doing circuit stuff, WRC and time trialing in race room is basically what I've been doing for most of the time. So yeah, my nerves are a little bit shot, especially when we come back into Forza, which is a law unto itself when it comes to driving standards. Steady, BMW. Come on. Oh god, this car just, there's no grip in it at all. At least not the way I've got it anyway. Gonna nip up here. I really don't want this Corvette back in front of me again. He's back in front of me again. Alright, see if we can get him on the brakes here. Yep, no, that's not how that works. Yes, I did box you out there, but that was the plan. There we go. Right, hopefully we can sort of stop messing around now and start putting these people behind us and start chasing people in front. So yeah, this is the long race. This is the half-hour one. We are at Indianapolis. I'm in the BMW, and we are trying to remember how to Forza. In the immortal words of Creed, it's been a while since I have turned a wheel in this game. And yeah, it is slowly coming back to me. It took a couple of laps for me to kind of get back into the groove as such. But I think we're getting there slowly. Try to remember braking points, and just in general, you just don't have as much grip as I've used to in the in race room, in the Porsche. Oh, he got off that corner very, very quickly. Is he I don't know who that is. That might be a good person in the game. I don't know. I am just rambling inanely with absolutely no point or sort of aim, I guess. I don't really know what I would normally talk about. It's been a while since I've actually recorded a race, and say especially in Forza. So I'm a little bit out of practice. I do apologise. This is horrible entertainment on my behalf. Unless you are watching me flub, enjoying watching me just sort of trying to figure out what to say. But yeah, I've been off Forza for a little bit. I've been exploring the world, expanding my horizons, and exploring some sort of new options for the channel, because I don't want to be a one-game channel. I appreciate not a lot of you will probably have a lot of cross-comparison with me, especially if you're more console-based Forza players. But as I said, Forza's not going anywhere. Come on, go forwards, not sideways. Thank you. It's just going to become less frequent, basically, because honestly and truthfully, there's just not a lot in this game at the moment. We've got Sunset Finish coming soon, but yeah, we're just going to sort of bounce around a few games. As I say, I am someone who likes playing multiple different games. I'm not one who can sit and just know life a certain game. Oh god, this BMW does not like that opening chicane there. Okay, alright. Jeez, okay. I know I'm sort of all over the road, but you kind of can't just drive through me. I cannot figure out how to get this BMW through chicane. Oh, this is the guy who was lagging earlier. This should be fun. It's blinking already. I don't know what was going on with that. Oh god. This is horrific driving for me. I'm on hard tyres, which means I have like less than no grip. But even still, like, this is just not... You can tell I'm out of practice this game because I cannot get this thing stopped, turned or going again. Once I'm sort of at momentum, it's fine. But up until that point, it's horrific. But yeah, I've just been trying to explore. I want to do more, honestly, touring car stuff. Oh, someone got it quite wrong there. Oh my god, how is there that little grip? I don't get it. I just turned the wheel and the arse slipped out of it. I don't get it. I wasn't even... Okay, fine, whatever. Yeah, like that should have generated understeer, surely. I just turned the wheel and then go... Nope. Whatever. Yeah, I'm just trying to, say, bounce around, find stuff that entertains me, to be honest. And I'm hoping me being entertained entertains you guys. Because that's kind of how YouTube works, I think. You sort of... People respond to your interests in things. Oh my god, just... There's no fucking grip. No grip at all. I've dabbled with ACC, still don't like the game. I fucking hate the force feedback. I'm sorry if you like ACC, it is just god-awful. I cannot feel anything that is going on with the car at all. Like, in this I have no grip, but I can feel I've got no goddamn grip. Like, in ACC, I just turn the wheel, and it feels like the car loads up, and then I'm facing backwards. And I know it's probably a skill issue, but it's just... My brain and my arms and my fingers and my feet cannot orientate themselves in a way to make that game work. It just can't. I don't know what it is. I've spent a lot of time in ACC, like hundreds of hours, and I am average at best. Now, I'm not saying that hundreds of hours equates me to being I should be good at it, but I should be able to, I don't know, get a car around the Red Bull ring without spinning it every fucking lap. And yes, I'm out of practice, as I am with this game. But even still, like, it's just my brain and the force feedback and the information I'm being given from the game just doesn't... It's not correlating in the squishy brain bit in my head. The squishy brain bit? I meant to say squishy grey bit in my head. But yeah, it's just not... Oh god, come on, this thing has just got... Yeah, going from like a more hardcore sim back to Forza, kind of... You do feel it is not as refined. It's not bad, it's just very different, and it requires a lot more different of driving style, to be honest. It requires you to be a lot less aggressive on stuff, and yeah, it's definitely a learning curve to get back into getting some form of pace. I was doing 25s in practice with full fuel and soft tyres, so I'm not... My best is at 126 with hard, so I mean I am getting quicker. I'm just not as quick as, you know, everyone else. Oh, there's just... I just want to say, there's just an overall lack of grip. Everything just seems to fucking slide. But yeah, the main reason we're moving away from Forza, as I said, is it's just the content cadence is not quick enough for me, and what they have at the moment, they've already done once before, a lot of it, so I'm not really inclined to rehash that sort of stuff again. Did give it a go with the BRZs. I didn't post that video the first time they came around, and I did it with this one, and that was alright, but I think that was the last time I played Forza, to be honest. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, I love the game, I want to love the game, it's just not quite there for me, and I just end up in sort of areas like this where I have to sort of ramble while I'm driving around on my own badly, and I'm trying to distract you from my ineptitude as I'm trying to navigate this absolute chungus of a BMW around Indy, a track I am not very good at to begin with anyway. So we've made up to P8 because of a pit stop, but that's the guy behind me right now. I know you're probably saying put the traction control on. I probably should. These cars are designed to have it, but I didn't need it before, so, you know, I'm stubborn. Right, we'll settle in. We're only on lap 8 at 21. You've got a lot more inane rambling from me to go before we're finished. Felt like a good run through there. We are 10 seconds off the pace. Off the next place in front of us. Probably a few seconds a lap off the pace. That's a horrible entry to that corner. Come on, get round. There we go. On M6 we are, mate. Who I think has pit. We've gone up to P7. That's a very late lunge, sir. Kind of spooked me, the fact you just appeared next to me. I know I did probably brake early, but it's where I have to brake. It's where I can brake. And I know I'm driving very slow, and I do not apologise for it. I can drive at whatever pace I like, even if that does mean driving hacking slow. Because I lost 2 seconds to the guy in front on that lap alone. Oh, apparently he's pit. Don't know how he's so much quicker than me if he still hasn't pit yet. I must have been driving very, very slowly. Still got a few more laps to go yet. Needs to do at least one more to get half distance as well. That cut? No, okay. Thought it was going to be a track cut. That's a cut, yep. Penalty. Yep, half a second, of course. Right, one more lap, and then we'll pit. So we're at half distance. No point running these tyres longer than we need to. And based on the grip, we're not going to get like another 3 laps out of it where mediums are going to make sense. So we still one stop on hards. That's a cut. Turned in too early. 1.2 seconds. Jesus Christ. So we've gone from nothing to 2 seconds worth of penalties in like 3 corners. Hey, skill issue. Yeah, all skill issue. I knew there were cuts when I was doing them. Like, just turned in too early for both of them. Problem is, you don't have the grip to then pull back out again. Like, I can't correct mid corner. Yeah, like I feel like if I open the steering up, I'm just going to lose the arse end of this car, which again could just be set up on this. It's just not very good. But obviously, I thought it was good at some point. I might as well do another lap, I guess. Wasn't really the plan, but I just kind of put myself in a position where I guess I'm going around again because I'll be losing too much time for going to pits. So definitely don't have enough grip to what we're at now. So we've got 9 laps left. It's going to be too many for softs, isn't it? Or for mediums even. Too quick on the entry there, went too deep through the second part of the chicane. Still got no grip. It's just like sliding over the top of the fucking surface of the tarmac. It doesn't feel like understeer or oversteer, it just feels like slide. Yeah, I don't know what it is, it's just... I mean, it could just be that since I've been doing race room, I'm used to, you know, higher fidelity force feedback. Come on, there we go. Yeah, I don't know if that's probably the case of it, to be honest. I'm just, because I've been playing more dedicated sims of late, I'm used to something that's got a bit more. How many laps we got? Laps remaining 9. 2 hards. Right guys, if you are still here listening to my name rambling and complaining, if you do, please drop a like and subscribe if you have not already. That would be amazing. I think I'm probably not going to... I mean, I air away from these GT cars anyway. They've never really something that I've gelled with. I've had some good races in it and I've had some fun with it, but it's not really been my bag. So it might just be that I go back to just doing the touring cars in Forza. Sure. Why wouldn't the car do that? I'm sure the car would do that. Yeah, so maybe that's just the thing. We'll just stick with doing touring cars. Maybe it's just I don't get on with the rear-wheel drive aspect of Forza as much anymore. As I say, I've never been massively comfortable in these GT cars anyway. And obviously this game is designed to be pad first, not wheel first. So we are sort of doing, I think, probably a bit too much of a sweat with this in the way that we do it. But, you know, it's the way I want to do it, and I'm the consumer, so I can do it however I want. But maybe we just stick with touring car stuff for Forza Motorsport or front-wheel drive things, because I think the front-wheel drive aspect of Forza is still really good. I've never really been a lot of Forza, other than like back in the day doing open A-class stuff on the pad. Most of the stuff I've leaned toward is front-wheel drive. The rear-wheel drive stuff I've never really had a massive affinity for in the Forza franchise, so maybe we just stick with that. I mean, I am a touring car boy through and through, so it's no great shakes to me only doing touring cars. It is my preferred content, as I say. I just wish they'd get rid of the sodding short weeks, because they're just really boring. Like, who wants to do an 8-minute race in a touring car? Like, what's wrong with it being 16 minutes? How is 16 minutes too long? Makes no sense. I'm sure a lot of you watching this are screaming, especially if Erratic finds his way into the video here. Probably just be screaming at me going, "You did it wrong!" But yeah, I mean, I'm making these videos for fun, and Forza isn't bringing a lot of fun for me at the moment, which is the downside. Obviously, we're about a week away from Sunset Peninsula, so we're at least getting a little bit of a stimulus. Oh my god, come on, just turn. So I would love to do ACC. Obviously, there is a massive audience for it, but it doesn't work in my brain. It just doesn't work. Like, I spent about 2 hours doing it the other day, and I think I completed like 4 laps of the Red Bull Ring without spinning. It's just, and please don't tell me it's my settings or the setups and stuff, because I'm putting aggressive setup on, which even as aggressive is still relatively mild in the grand scheme of setups, and it's not that I can't control the car, it's that I can't feel what the car is doing. Like, the steering gets heavy and I can feel it like turning in, but I don't have a feel of what the car is doing mid-corner. There's no sense of like weight shift or sort of grip level mid-corner, and my problem is always on corner exit. Even with TC on, I always seem to somehow light up the tyres and over-rotate the car, which means I'm doing something wrong. I know I'm doing something wrong, but I can't feel what it is to fix it. That's the problem I have with games. I just don't know what I'm doing wrong to fix it. And I just don't... Honestly, I don't have enough time to sit and figure it out. I can drive things like Race Room. Bear in mind, I'm driving that in a Porsche, so rear engine around the Nürburgring, I can get that to... I'm flirting with an 820 around the Nürburgring in a Porsche, which is generally the hardest of rear stability cars to drive. Now, it has already got a pre-tuned setup, so that could be part of it. Almost drove into the fucking wall then. But yeah, I can't figure out what I'm doing wrong in ACC, and it's just, I've tried a lot of times. I mean, I started the channel doing ACC and I still can't figure out what the fuck I'm doing wrong. And I just don't have the... Yeah, I just don't have the willpower to do it. That's pretty much it, to be honest. Like, nothing against you if you like the game. It's not a bash on the game. I know I said earlier it sucks. I suck at it is probably a better way of structuring that sentence. But yeah, I cannot figure out with my wheel and my fingers and my tootsies what I'm doing fucking wrong in that game. Whereas I can go and jump into Race Room and be fine. I can jump into iRacing and be okay at it. Like, I can get the car round the track relatively fine without spinning it very often. I mean, you can see me here, like, in this, I've kind of figured out how to get this car around the track. I'm not going to say I'm enjoying doing it, but, you know, I'm not spinning every corner. Like, I'm having to fight traction a lot, more than I'd like, which is obviously where traction control would come in if I were to use it. But I'm not... Ooh, let's not drive into the wall, shall we? I'm not having a horrible experience on every single corner exit, every single sort of midpoint in the corner. Having to... Well, it's not even having to catch the car. I just don't know I have to catch the car at the midpoint. That's the problem. Yeah, it's a game I want to enjoy. I just, for the love of me, cannot. I prefer the GT4s. I have less of a problem in the GT4s than I do the GT3s. But on LFM, the GT4s are there's like 6 a day from 4 until midnight, maybe? Every other hour. So my ability to race in those is quite restricted. Obviously, you know, I do actually just have a general enjoyment of GT4 racing in general. It's just a shame Forza doesn't have more than 2 of them. Well, 3 with the TT, because as someone informed me, it did actually race in a GT4 classification at some point in its life. We're about to lose a couple of places here because the people behind me are a lot quicker. We are slowly catching to Shadow Bob. Or let's see if we can do a best run action. Bob. Well, we've got 3 laps left. I've not even really been paying attention to the race, to be honest. Oh, P7. It's not too bad for my first race back. We do have, obviously, that penalty. Someone has just pit. Right, so I do have hard tyres, so you are going to have to try and contend with that. I'm going to get dived here, I can feel it. Totally missed my braking point. Confused him as well. Oh, we're about to lose a gaggle of places, Jesus. Christ, how much track do you want? Give you loads of room. Okay. You just sort of appeared there. It's not. I wouldn't really have tried to send it up the inside there anyway, to be honest. You've obviously got far more grip than me. I don't know why you just didn't wait for this corner anyway, but, you know. 2 more laps? Yep, 2 more laps. We've jumped from P6 to P9 in the space of a few corners, because I'm terrible at the game. I assume these guys are on their second sets of mediums, so they are coming back through the grid with a lot more grip than me, as we try and keep the rear of the car in check. So we are really racing Bob up front, so that's really who we're trying to catch up with. We're probably not going to beat him because we've got our 1.7 second penalty, but that's who we're trying to at least beat on track. He does seem to be struggling a bit though. Wondering if he's tried to extend the stint on mediums, gone hard mediums maybe, and is now running very low on tyre. Whoa, a lot of closing gap there, more than I thought it was going to be. No. Oh god. See there in ACC I wouldn't have been able to catch that slide. Why am I 4th? Alright, that's probably why I was struggling so goddamn much. I was in the wrong bloody gear. Right, final lap. I don't think we're going to be able to get a 1.7 gap ahead of Bob, but we shall see if we can at least get in front of him on circuit. I'm going to brake early because I don't know where his braking marker is. I mean, these two who blasted past us, they haven't. Those 3 there, they haven't really sort of off the fucks down the road, have they? Be a lot more of an interesting end if we didn't have 2 seconds worth of penalties. That's for sure. Can we get this on the brakes? Alright, I mean, you weren't... Don't know what the fuck happened there. Like, you were... It was a slight touch and then you were fucking across my bonnet. I don't really know what the fuck happened there. Whether that was a lag spike or something, I don't know, but... Apologies. I was just trying to sort of keep you out wide so I could get the better run through that corner, and yeah, you just sort of span around on my bonnet. It didn't... I felt nothing through the wheel for that contact. It was such a nothing contact. But yeah, that's really going to be us for that. We're going to be one of the last finishes, I think, because we've got a long time till the guys behind us. We had a massive gap. P10 in my first race. We started P15. I don't know how many people are actually still here, but, you know, we'll take that. If we finish, I think we're probably P9 of 10, but yeah, we are P9 of 10. Cool. So yeah, I'm slow. I'm out of practice, so that's not to be unexpected. Shadowbob's slightly quicker than us. Everyone else in the 23s and 24s with a 22 the first. Fair enough. Yeah, out of practice, I think, in Forza, and don't really have the compunction to keep trying to keep myself up to date with it, if I'm being honest. We're mostly going to focus on the touring car aspect of things. That is where my passions lie. But yeah, that has been GT2 Racing. If you've enjoyed this, do please press the like button, subscribe if you have not, drop me a comment below complaining about how I'm terrible at the game, how bad I am, how I'm wrong, and how Forza is the best game. And if you've enjoyed this one, want to have a look on the one on screen now from when we went out in the GT8, not the GT86, is the BLZs. And I completely ruin my race at Lime Rock. And yeah, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers.